If you are struggling to find a strategy to trade, that's perfect because I will show you the exact strategy I trade. It's very systematic and easy to follow. What is this strategy, you may ask? It's very simple. It contains two components. The first one, areas of interest, and the second one is a specific candlestick. Guys, right before we get into the video, I have a giveaway for you guys. I will give away 2 prop firm challenge accounts to 2 lucky winners. Stick until the end because I will ask a certain question within the video, and if you answer the giveaway question, you will have a chance to win. So first of all, the first component of the strategy are areas of interest. And which areas of interest do we have? Obviously, fair value gaps. And which ones will we use specifically are fair value gaps on the 1 hour, like this one, and also on the 4-hour time frame, like this big 4-hour fair value gap. So let's start with the first trade right here. I called this trade live also for the Discord community. Let me just show you the entry first, right in here. I'll also put a screenshot where I called the trade live. And now let me explain the setup. So first of all, if we look at our 2 components, one was area of interest. What do we have as an area? We have this 1 hour fair value gap. So that's one check mark. And then the second one is a candlestick which we are looking for. And if you are a true subscriber of this channel, you already know which candlestick I'm talking about, and it's right in here, the manipulation candle. If you don't know what the manipulation candle is, then watch the video about the manipulation candle, which my brother did, and you will have a really good understanding of this candle right in here. But this setup is a bit more special. Why am I saying this? Because normally you would expect that I would enter right in here, but I didn't do that. And I will tell you why in just a moment. So as you can see, the previous day was extremely bearish, and that was a Friday. And we call these bloody Fridays because it's just such a meltdown. After that, on Monday, we pretty much pushed the upside and consolidated. And now we are on Tuesday, and what I'm thinking of is this move will most likely end up being a bullish move to the upside where we can see new all-time highs on gold. But obviously, I don't know that for sure. And to make this setup a bit more high probability, what I have done is the following. So right here on the 30-minute time frame, you can see that we had a bearish 30-minute manipulation candle. And as you know, we look at bearish manipulation candles in a bullish trend as potential bear traps. What we want to see is a confirmation of the bear trap. And what's the confirmation? It's a closure above the manipulation candle. So right in here with this 30-minute candle, I got the closure, and now I know, okay, this setup is looking really good. Then I waited for another 30-minute candle. Why? Let me show you this on the 15-minute. So right in here, we had a really strong 15-minute candle. Then the next one swept the high and then retraced, and that was the first 15-minute of the 1 hour candle, and that was expected because usually the first 15-minute of a 1 hour or the first 1 hour of a 4-hour candle most likely builds up that bottom wick, and then it can drive price further. And that's exactly what I waited for. I wanted to see that retest of the 30-minute bear trap, so I didn't want to end up in a fake out because I'm aware of that Friday price action, and that's why I'm really cautious in here. And another thing that was really key was the 4-hour time frame. Why, you may ask? Because this 4-hour candle was about to become a manipulation candle. If you don't know, the manipulation candle on a higher time frame is extremely strong. That was what I was building my bias on. So after that 30-minute closure, I got into the trade. Let me show you how it played out. So here we had New York open. So the entry was actually right before New York open. So 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as you can see, just a pullback with New York. And as you can see, again, the first part was a bearish candle of the 1 hour, and then we pushed up to the upside, just like this one in here. So we pretty much just built the bottom wick of that 1 hour candle and then got a straight push to the upside. And with this one, what I was aiming for was new all-time highs. I wanted to see new all-time highs, but obviously for the strategy in itself, a 1 to 2 is all you need. Just aim for a 1 to 2, and once you hit 1R, so after here, after price pushes up to here, you go break even, okay? So at 1 to 1, you put your stop loss from here to here. And why was my stop loss there? Because the manipulation candle was here. The current 4 hours low was there. Just the move to the upside, confirming the bear trap. I wanted to use a bigger stop on this one just to have a valid stop loss, and it played out perfectly. And after this 15-minute manipulation candle, we pushed up again. Just let me show you what price did afterwards, and let me speed that up in here. Let me show you the 4-hour chart. So as you can see, the 4-hour candle right in here, this was the 4-hour we were in at that moment. And as you can see, it closed as a bullish manipulation candle forming from this 4-hour fair value gap. And as you can see on the 4-hour time frame, we were making new all-time highs from there, and was just a perfect entry for the new all-time high on gold. So with this strategy, guys, it's really important that you have to wait for the manipulation candle to form and then enter after the closure. So we have now the two components. One, the areas of interest, which I'm going to reveal all of them, and then the manipulation candle. So now let me show you a trade that I have executed and also recorded, but I didn't get to film myself. Why, you may ask? It was during the Asian session. I couldn't really make noise because my little boy was sleeping. So I have the screen recording. Just let me show you the screen recording and I will go through the trade, and let me show you the trade here on the chart. By the way, guys, I'm also going to show you my indicator settings, which I use for this indicator at the end of the video. So make sure you stick until the end. So we are now during the Asian session, and yes, I do also trade the Asian session. And right in here, we get a 50-minute manipulation candle. And why is this so strong? Let me show you. Right here, we have a previous session's low taken out. And that's exactly where we come to our areas of interest checklist. So right in here, you can see previous X low or high. So that can be previous days low or high, previous weeks low or high, also previous sessions low or high. And in this case, it was a previous session. As you can see here, on the 4-hour time frame, that was also a 4-hour fair value gap. So it was perfect according to the checklist of my strategy. And what I have done is extremely simple, guys. Just waited for this manipulation candle to occur, and after that I waited for a pullback. And right around here, around 50% of this manipulation candle is where I had executed the trade, and then I was just aiming for a sweep above the previous day high, because obviously if we are bullish, and since we did close the day really bullish, I was expecting that bloody Friday high to get taken out. So right here, this high, I was expecting that price was going to take that one out. I didn't hold until then. Why, you may ask? Because I just got through my verification on the 200k FTMO challenge with this trade, and I only needed 80 pips. So that was the reason why I closed there. So as you can see right here on the screen recording, I executed the trade after the pullback and ran into profits. And then what I did is, because that trade was really like pushing with momentum and also with volume, since I executed a 10 lot and that was already like really good in profits, after I see that my trade is going really well, what I'm doing is I'm managing the position and I'm trailing my stop loss every time I have a higher high form on the 5-minute. And right in here, you can see that with this candle right in here, I did the take profit. It resulted in me passing the 200k FTMO challenge, and after that I got max allocated also with FTMO. So one goal of the year done. I mean, I didn't risk much, to be honest. My stop loss was about 25 pips, so risked about 1% and just held it, you know, because I didn't really see any kind of drawdown. As soon as I executed, my trade went into profits. Yeah, there you have it. Perfect trade. And to be completely honest with you guys, if you stick to this strategy, you will find profitability. It's extremely simple. I don't know how you can simplify it more than this. So let me reveal the last area of interest we are looking for, and that's opening price. And what I use for this is the daily open, then also the midnight. So which opening prices do I use? First of all, the weekly open, sometimes the monthly open, but if the monthly candle is already in the expansion phase, obviously not going to be close to the opening price. But if you are trading a rangier asset, then you can also utilize that one. So monthly, weekly, then daily, and also New York midnight. So now, as I have promised you guys, I will show you my indicator settings that I have for this indicator right in here. So the indicator is ICT Kill Zones and Pivots by TFO. I really love this indicator. It just makes my life so much easier. And what I have is for Asia, London, New York AM, NYSE and London close. And these are the exact settings that I have for these times. And what I do is I also have the daily, weekly and monthly opening prices with the highs and lows. So then you have also the previous day high, low, marked, etc. And always make sure you show the pivots. So also here, show kill zone boxes, and also right in here, show pivots. Because why? You will see that in a second. Right in here, the opening prices, what I mark is also midnight. So New York midnight, and that's also perfect. So why do we mark the pivots? Right in here, for example, this trade, you can see the London low gets taken out. After that, we see a 15-minute manipulation candle right from there. Yes, I could have taken that trade with that one as well, but I just wanted to be a little bit more safe on this one because of that Friday. But if the trend continues and you see that one, then just execute on it and don't second guess. That's pretty much it with this indicator. I really love it. Big props to TFO. It really makes my life easier. And now guys, I asked in the Discord community if you guys have any questions regarding our manipulation model, and I did get some questions, so I'm gonna go through the questions in here. Is it better to spot the manipulation candle on higher time frame or the lower time frame? As you can see with the first setup that I have showed you guys, you can use both. For intraday trades, what I use the most is the 15-minute manipulation candle and anything up there. So 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, you can use all of them. I personally stick to the 15-minute manipulation candle for the day trades. I also do swing trade with the manipulation candle. So if I see a 4 hour or 1 hour manipulation candle, that's also perfectly fine. What's an A+ manipulation candle for you? A manipulation candle that rejects after the fair value gap along with the aligning with higher time frame analysis. So yes, Mike, you already answered your question pretty much, because what I look for is in a bullish trend, I look for bullish manipulation candles to execute on or bearish manipulation candles to become bear traps. If I do get one of those two scenarios, then that's a trade. If we trade 5-minute or 15-minute and the next candle after an MC forms doesn't push the price to continue the MC's direction, can we consider this a weak MC and look to cut the loss? So that's a really good question, because not always you will have the immediate continuation after the manipulation candle. But in high volume session times such as London, New York, Asia, you want to see the immediate continuation. Why? Because the manipulation candle did damage and now you want to see the result of the damage. If the result is not good enough and you don't see immediate price action, then you should be cautious. And as you saw in the first trade example, after the 15-minute candle, you didn't get an immediate push. Why? Because it wasn't during high volume time. It was pre-New York, and that's normal during those times. But during high volume times, you want to see an immediate reaction. When will you not trade a manipulation candle? How do you determine when volume is good or not? Do you use volume bars or just based on how fast price is moving during the first hour of New York or London open? So obviously, since I'm mostly trading CFDs, I cannot really use the volume bars, since that volume is only based on that broker. And what I do is I watch the charts live, and obviously with the manipulation candle and with high volume times, I already know that in the manipulation candle itself is going to be a lot of volume. That's how I determine a manipulation candle. If it closes above the previous candle with sweeping the low, that's perfectly fine. I mostly trade on 15 minute. I see a lot of MCs on gold chart, but I didn't know where the area that I need to spot MCs. I know this question is ugly because I'm beginner for FVG or MCs. I didn't use FVG or MCs in my life before joining this Discord. So obviously, as I have outlined in this video, the areas of interest that I am looking for are fair value gaps, previous X low or highs, day, session, week, whatsoever, and then opening prices. Hi Hamza, thanks for the video guide. My question is about how to link the manipulation candle with market structure, as in where in the market structure formation the MC is valid for continuation of the structure and where it might indicate a failure of the market structure. So right here, that's perfect, because where the MCs most likely will form are at the lows in a bullish market and at the highs in a bearish market. And yes, throughout the move you will also see some manipulation candles. That's also perfectly fine. And most of the bull traps and bear traps also happen at the bottoms and the tops. So usually when we enter with the manipulation candle and it works out, we most likely caught the sessions low or the daily low or the weekly low. So that's mostly where the manipulation candle is. But obviously you can only know that in hindsight. So you have to execute on this so to see the results yourself. So it's time for the giveaway question, guys. What was your key takeaway from this video? Do you think you can make money with this strategy? Let me know in the comment section, and good luck. So that's it with the video, guys. I hope you found some value with the strategy. As I said before, only two components. First, the areas of interest. You can use the indicator for that as well. Second was the manipulation candle. And if you want to learn more about the manipulation candle, then make sure you watch this video.